Under the pale glow of dawn, humanity stood at a crossroads. An alien vessel hovered above the horizon, promising hope and inviting peril. Commander Elena Torres felt her breath catch as the first ripple of light traced the ship's curves. It descended like a jewel fallen from heaven, engines silent, as if wary of shattering Earth's fragile peace. The alien envoy emerged, a being tall and slender, skin shimmering like melted glass. Toasting the assembled leaders with a raised vial of glowing liquid, it spoke in a melody that resonated through bone, a cure for every illness that had plagued humanity. Cheers rose from the crowd, tears glistening in their eyes. Yet in the envoy's voice lay an undercurrent of caution, a silent plea for understanding. Elena stepped forward, heart pounding like a war drum. "What price do you ask?" she demanded. The being's eyes deepened, reflecting starlight older than the planet itself. "Time," it whispered, "and vigilance." As the vial was placed into Elena's trembling hands, the sun crowned the horizon. Hope rippled through the world, but so did a question no one dared speak aloud. What did vigilance truly cost? Deep beneath the mountains, Dr. Kai Nakamura and his team plunged into the orb's mysteries. Each echoing chamber in the subterranean lab trembled as energy fluxed through reinforced walls. They tested the cure on every strain of virus and cancer cell they could find. Every result was perfect. Yet when they traced the orb's power source, they found threads of foreign code woven into Earth's genetic tapestry. "It's rewriting DNA," Kai whispered, voice tight with wonder and fear. "It's not just healing us, it's merging us." Across the screens, alien symbols shifted into ragged patterns like vines tearing through stone. Dr. Amina Patel touched the orb's surface with a gloved hand and recoiled as a pulse of light shot through her visor. She gasped, "It's alive!" Her words sent ripples through the room. Outside, news feeds erupted with jubilant declarations, miracles, rebirth, a golden age. But inside that silent laboratory, the seeds of doubt sprouted. Dependency was the price the envoy had spoken of. And humanity, intoxicated by hope, did not yet realize the storm gathering on the horizon. President Adebayo drummed his fingers on the obsidian table, watching holograms of dying populations flicker at the orb's base. "We owe it to our people," he declared. "Every cure, every child saved." Chancellor Weiss of the European Union leaned back, jaw clenched. "And every life we alter forever. We risk becoming wards of an alien power." Debates thundered across the chamber. Some voices soared with religious fervor, calling the orb a divine gift. Others spoke in measured tones about sovereignty and the right to self-determination. Ambassador Li, from Asia, regarded the orb with a steely gaze. "They warned us. Vigilance. Perhaps that vigilance belongs to us as well." A hush fell as Kai and Amina were summoned to present their findings. They detailed the DNA rewrites, the hidden code, the silent takeover. Murmurs swelled into an uproar. One delegate slammed a fist on the table. "You would deny salvation to the world?" Amina's eyes burned as she answered quietly, "I would not gamble our future on a promise we cannot see." The orb's glow pulsed, as if reacting to their debate. And in that moment, every leader felt the fragile weight of choice, between utopia and subjugation, between trust and treachery. Above Earth's orbit, alarms blared in every command center. Admiral Reyes gripped the holobridge's rail as the view screen revealed a second armada, sleek vessels bristling with weapon arrays. "Identify them," she commanded, voice iron. The response was immediate. Unknown signatures, no diplomatic channels. A distress call from the envoy's ship flickered before the signal went dark. Kai and Amina, now aboard the alien vessel, raced through corridors of shifting light to reach the orb's control core. Engines trembled as cascading explosions rocked them. "They've come for the cure," Amina panted, "to turn it into a weapon." On Earth, fighter escorts launched toward the advancing fleet. Missile trails carved luminous arcs through the void. Below, every nation held its breath, united by fear. Back on the Envoy's bridge, Kai recalibrated alien runes, unlocking hidden protocols. If we fail, his voice cracked. Amina gripped his arm. We won't. Through shattered windows, they witnessed the dark ships close in like wolves on a wounded deer. The orb's pulse accelerated, its emerald veins igniting in defiance. And in that heartbeat between dread and hope, humanity realized what the Envoy meant by vigilance. They would stand or fall by their own courage. On the bridge of the ISS Strategic Command, lasers flared as salvos cut through alien hulls like hot knives through silk. Admiral Reyes barked orders, her voice a rallying cry. Below, Earth's nations launched every ship and soldier they could muster. Kai and Amina stood before the orb, now encased in shimmering energy. It needs a conduit, Kai shouted. Someone to channel its power. Amina's eyes met his. Go. He shook his head. It's you. I'm no hero. She pressed her hand to his chest. Then I will be. In the global communication net, her voice echoed. All that stand with Earth, lend me your strength. Across continents, humans touched screens, servers, conduit nodes. Prayers of hope and resistance flooded the system. A surge of emerald light erupted from the orb, weaving through satellites into every weapon, every shield, every heart. On the front line, soldiers felt wounds knit shut as they charged with renewed ferocity. Fighter pilots reported engines surging beyond spec. Sega cannons pulsed with otherworldly energy, tearing through the alien vanguard until only broken husks drifted in silence. In orbit, the Dark Armada fractured and disintegrated under humanity's collective will. When the last fragment dissolved, the orb's glow dimmed to a steady heartbeat. Kai and Amina collapsed to the floor, breathless. We did it, she whispered. He smiled through tears. We did. Humanity had become the spark the cosmos feared, the fire that refused to die. Years later, the orbital docks bustled with activity as Earth's first interstellar vessel prepared for launch. Named Horizon's Dawn, it carried the orb as both relic and guardian. Children waved from observation decks, their laughter echoing through the quiet corridors. Commander Torres, now aged but undimmed, addressed the crew. We stand on the threshold of our destiny. The cure we hold will heal worlds, but our greatest power is our choice to remain free. Kai and Amina stood beside her, guardians of an alliance between species. As the engines ignited, emerald light pulsed once more, sensing with the heartbeat of every soul on Earth. The ship ascended, trailing ribbons of silver flame against a canvas of stars. Below, people bowed their heads in gratitude and anticipation. They had accepted alien wisdom without surrendering their will. They had fought not only for survival, but for self-determination. And now, as Horizon's dawn sliced through the void, humanity carried its legend into the cosmos, a beacon of hope that no darkness could ever extinguish. They came not to conquer, but to remind the stars who lit the fire first. And so, with courage and unity, humanity claimed its highest destiny among the constellations.